a dominant victory here in Game 6. The 7th seed is going to the Western Conference Finals. The Lakers' hopes of banner number 18 still alive. Steve Kerr, first time he lost in a series outside of the finals.
First of all, I have a whole lot to say about last night's game. You know, still fresh off of what I just saw last night. And, you know, one part of me is very happy because our Lakers won. You know, congratulations to them making it to the Western Conference Finals with Darvin Ham as a first-year coach, rookie coach. But there's another side of me that is very disheartened in the Golden State Warriors, who, by the way, were just world champs just last year. I'm serious. You know, we can talk about their awful road record and all that going into this season, and the whole Jordan Poole and Draymond scandal and all that stuff, but man, what I just saw last night, it was like I've never seen anything before from Golden State in an elimination game. In a game where they were officially eliminated. You know, I can hark back to the only two finals where they got eliminated. And, you know, those are actually the only times they were eliminated under Steve Kerr. You know, when they did not win the championship, 2016. We all know with LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers, that one was still painful. You know, after they were up 3-1 comfortably and it looked like they had it all the way, it was going to be a gentleman's sweep. But unfortunately, you know, Cavs just came storming right back, and then obviously they just hurt them right there at the Game 7. You know, Warriors lost that one by 4. It's a close one, but yeah. And then Toronto, obviously with the injuries of KD and Klay Thompson. You know, Klay came back in Game 4 and then got hurt. That was a big one for Game 6. You know, had he stayed, I'm pretty sure the Warriors would have forced the Game 7. They probably would have beat Toronto. But with both of those guys, it would have been a gentleman's sweep, without a doubt. But man, I mean, yeah, but that was also a close loss in Game 6. Steph obviously has not made a clutch shot at all in the playoffs. Buzzer beating threes, all that stuff. That was also a close loss. It was also a 4-point loss, but another mistake of the timeout and all that. So those were the only losses that they had. I mean, they showed a lot of heart. I mean, even though they lost, they were still up in a fight. Because I would never see a Golden State Warriors team, especially just this team that just won the championship last year, to go out like this. Getting blown out again. Yeah, I know it's the Lakers. Those are my Lakers. To lose by 21 points and getting blown out by as many as what? I think at one point it was like another almost 30-point lead. I don't know what it was. It was like 97, 120, 120 or something like that. It was just a blowout game. It was so bad. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. But it was just a shocker to me how they just went out like that. I've never seen that happen from the Warriors like that at all. I mean, they looked so defeated last night. I'm gonna be real. Mari, Russ, everyone out there, Daniel Moon, my close Warrior friends, or you know, just rooting for the Warriors. I know Russ is a Houston Rockets fan. They looked so freaking defeated last night. Their body language said it, and you know, there's nothing else more for me to say. And for the most part, I mean, Klay Thompson shooting air balls, man. I have not seen that at all from him. Like, of all my years watching Golden State, those years when the Lakers were irrelevant, those times when they won the championships, I've never seen Klay hit an air ball. Maybe one, but I mean, not this often. I mean, come on, man. This is very disheartening. This is a disgrace. Just watching them lose like that. I mean, I mean, just coming off fresh from a Game 7 historic performance that Steph had, 50 points, yeah. To beat Sacramento, barely beat Sacramento. The second straight road game. He comes to the Lakers, Game 6, it was like, Lakers come out hot, 27-10, first quarter. They were coming back in the second quarter, and I'm like, oh, wow, it's going to be a close game. We better watch out. They're coming, they're covered, just like everybody would say. It might force a Game 7, and all of a sudden, they just look lost. They look so exhausted. And I mean exhausted as in, I've never seen Steph and Clay, Draymond, everybody just worn out like that. Even Wiggins. Clay can't even hit a shot. Oh, by the way, where is Game 6 Clay? Where did he go? Can you tell me where he was? Is this still even a thing? Game 6 Clay. Yeah, I mean, we know the history of that. I mean, we've seen Clay go off pretty big on a bunch of Game 6s. Most notably, the one in Oklahoma City, when they were down 3-1 and they won. That would be their second straight win to force to tie the series at 3-3 before eventually winning in 7 to advance to the NBA Finals. That was 2016. Mind you, I think Clay was, how old was he? 27, 28 or something like that. Yeah, they were in their 20s. Hard to believe that's already been 8 years, almost 8 years. I mean, since we've seen the Splash Brothers just setting records like crazy, especially Clay. You talking about Clay? I have his jersey. Let's not forget that 37-point third quarter, to go for, was it like 52 points? Or I think it was 60. I remember he had 60 against, Indiana, and then Sacramento he had like 52 to go for a 37-point third quarter, which was, I don't think anyone would have ever done, not even Ray Allen himself, or even Steve Kerr, all the past 3-point shooters themselves, before even Steph revolutionizes the damn game. But I'm saying, Game 6 Clay, we're used to seeing that. Even the analysts were wondering where he was going to be. He didn't show up in Game 6 of the first round. And then even this one, he was just worse. 3 out of 19 overall. And then he was 2 out of 12 on 3-point shots. What the fuck is going on, dude? This is unusual from Clay. One of the best shooters in this league today. Yeah, and I hate to say he's more clutch than Steph, but anyways, like I said, that whole clutch thing, let's topic for another day. But I'm just saying, Game 6 Clay, I mean, bro, I don't even know that's still going to be existent, man. Look at Jason Tatum. He was, Game 6 J, what do you call it, JT? Yeah, but I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know what I saw out of that, but it was just so disappointing to see Clay just look lost like that. So, yeah. I mean, come on, dude. It's just ridiculous what I'm seeing. I mean, yeah. I really hate to see this happen to the Golden State, for as much as the Lakers are my real team. But for Golden State to go out like that, I mean, I didn't expect to see us blowing them out like that. It'll be another story if they lost a close game. Maybe like 10, 12. It was like competitive, and all of a sudden they lose by like 10 or 12. Kind of like with the New York Knicks and the Miami Heat. New York Knicks lost a close one. I felt there was going to be the same pressure applied to the Lakers in the Game 6 back home. Well, it's not the case. I mean, the Warriors just looked so defeated, exhausted, like their hearts were not in that game anymore. Steph, he's the only one who just did his best job to carry that team. Jordan Poole not playing like himself. Wiggins not playing like himself. Clay playing like he just barely played his first year in the league. Doesn't know what the fuck he was doing. Seriously. I mean, the Warriors just lost their competitive fire. They just completely lost that competitive fire. I mean, they were just tired. I mean, they look no longer competitive, at least after that second quarter. But they never even got it closer than 8 points or whatever. They never even brought it close to 5. I mean, it was just end of the story right there. We were just a better team. You know, Austin got his fire back, and yeah, it's still hard to believe we beat them. Nah, we beat them. They didn't really beat themselves. We beat them. I mean, they somewhat beat themselves, but we had to beat them. Okay, man. This is wow, dude. Wow. Like, seriously? So now the bigger question raises, are the Warriors still going to be a dynasty team even after this embarrassing loss of a series? Well, I mean, it was mostly just embarrassing in the fact that, you know, we blew them out game 3 and, you know, 6, which I did not expect. But, I mean, come on now. Like, are we being serious here? To me, I don't think their dynasty is over yet. Russ thinks the same. Mari thinks the same. But who knows what's going to happen this offseason. I'll be really interested to see. But I don't think this group should break up. I think their chemistry was just bad. And, you know, Steve Kerr, you can just suck it with what you just said, man. They're not a championship team. We maxed out. We were barely big into the playoff picture. Look at the Miami Heat. Look at us. 7 seed and 8 seed. Now in the conference finals. And Miami played like almost like shit. They're like an up and down team for the entire regular season. And look where they're at now. You know, upsetting Milwaukee in the first round, and then knocking out the Knicks like they were the number 1 seed. Yeah, now they get to face the Celtics and the Sixers. And boy, it would not surprise me if they beat the Celtics, because they nearly had them last year when they were the number 1 seed. But you know, the Heat, they just got a lot of dog in them. They know playoffs matter. I thought the same thing about Golden State, despite how bad their road record was. So, I mean, yeah, I know how Lakers won, but I know I might get roasted at some point that I've been a long-time supporter of the Golden State Warriors when they were relevant and the Lakers were not. You know, obviously before they got Anthony Davis. But bruh, this is I don't like what I saw. It's just, I mean, they're just better than that. They're better than that, man. Come on now. I mean, you mean to tell me that this run's going to be over? I mean, yeah, I get it. Steph and Clay are aging. I think Steph's 35, Clay's 34. Draymond, I think, is also the same age as Clay. But nevertheless, I mean, if they don't have much in them, they could still be shooting deep threes, man. I mean, I don't know what the case may be, because next year, you know, Steph's going to be 36, Clay will be 35, so it's Draymond, right? But come on now. Like, I think, to me, this is like an aberration. I think their chemistry is just not in it. I think that's why they're fun-loving culture. They're playing fun basketball. Wasn't in it because of that scandal, I would think. But, you know, if it wasn't for that, I'm pretty sure they would have another run at it. And Jordan Poole being like who he was last year, being the third star that I said that if Steph retires, that he will you know, replace him right there. You know, he'll take over as the next Steph Curry. But man, I mean, you gotta be shitting me with what just happened, dude. I mean, all of my years of just respecting, having so much respect for Golden State and setting incredible records, especially Steph and Clay. You know what they've done. You know, Steph's still gonna be my idol no matter what. So is Clay. I'm not burning their jerseys just because they lost the series. In the semifinals, yes, Steve Kerr now 19-1. He was previously 19-0, and as I did mention about the 2 finals. But who knows how my shoot around is gonna go? And you know, like, if I still gonna do my shoot arounds, I'm gonna do one where I'm just gonna be shooting threes, and I'm gonna see how I do. Because I've not been doing that good the first 2 of this month, you know, especially with that time limit. I don't know what it is, but like, you gotta, I mean, let's just be real here. Who knows what's gonna happen to me? If I do another shoot around where I'm doing all threes, then I'll see how I do, even though the Warriors are gone. You know, Steph and Clay struggled mightily from the threes, which is so rare to see out of them, but, you know, it might just be an aberration. Who knows what? It was a fun series. I wish it would have been a lot more fun had they, you know, had it gone to a game 7, and maybe, who knows, the Lakers would have made it really interesting. Whoever wins, it'll be like a close game. Who knows? Maybe in overtime, which would be really a big old heartbeat. But it's just like I said, I did predict that this series is going to go to 7 games, as most people did. Most people had picked the Warriors. I'll admit it, I picked the Warriors too. As much as I love the Lakers, it was going to be a super tight 7 games. Even though they were down 3-1, I thought it was going to go to 7 games as well. But and then look what happened. We just knocked them right there in the blowout fashion. Some people like Shannon picked the Lakers in 6. Skip originally had picked them in 6 as well, but it wasn't but he had changed it to 5 based on what he saw in game 1. But wow, yeah, I think it's just a matter of, wow, it's just a big wow. Anyways, congratulations to the Lakers. Mad love and respect for Darvin Ham making it to the conference finals as a rookie coach. Mari, I'm so sorry for your loss once again. My condolences to you. I'll send you your flowers right here. So I love you, friend. I know you got to heal at some point, but I'm pretty sure you'll be okay. You can be vacationing with that Warrior squad and going fishing. So, so anyways, yeah, that's all I gotta say right here. I know. Who knows if the Warriors going to be relevant again? They've been relevant, during all those times that the Lakers were irrelevant. So, going back to 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, those 2 years with KD, and the Lakers were just rebuilding at the time. Then they got LeBron. 2018, first got hurt. First year, the Warriors were in the finals again, and then they got AD. Obviously, the Warriors had injuries with Steph hurting his hand, Clay already hurt, missing the whole season twice. 2 seasons in a row, and then the Warriors won the championship just last year. We'll get into another topic another time about the Warriors championships and all. So, but yeah, all I want to say is I'm just really disappointed at what I saw. But hopefully next year there'll be a lot there. Maybe they might change some pieces. Who knows what the pieces are? Are they going to be? Maybe they'll keep Jordan Poole, give him another chance. He's paid $140 million. I don't know how many years, but I just hope that maybe they'll make another run. Like I said, the dynasty's not going to end yet. Who knows what the organization is going to do for the offseason? And I doubt that Clay will ever leave Golden State. His legacy, just like Steph, is cemented. So anyways, sorry to see the Warriors go out like that. This is just basically my topic right here. And so, like I said, sorry for that loss. It still shocked me to see them getting blown out like that. So anyhow, go Lakers. We got Denver in 5, and we'll be back in the finals. Hopefully face Miami Heat. So anyways, I'm going to cut the fucking tape. Y'all have a good rest of your day, your weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and peace out.